Hey everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Thanks for joining SafePal Monthly AMA. I'm Ash, your host today. Joining me as
Never
always
kill
is
capybara.
Veronica. Yeah, because I'm just a capybara, not Ash, maybe. Not Ash for today.
From which
So
zoo? The Western Wonderland.
from SafePal Wonderland. So yeah, joining me today is Veronica, CEO of SafePal, as always, and she will be sharing some latest updates with you today. And welcome.
Yes, looking
So
forward.
do you want? Okay. So just like last time, we'll kick things off with a quick scam and security alert. I think those are really important reminders to help keep everyone safe. After that, we'll dive into the month's SafePal highlight, and Veronica and I will share some exciting updates with you. And of course, we'll save the best for last. We'll bring some amazing Web3 guys and partners and share some fresh updates and insight with the SafePal community. So today we're thrilled to welcome Nina from Viction and Edwin from Mona Foundation, and you guys will see them soon. So without further ado, let's jump into our first section, security and scam alert.
Well, there's a lot of
Uh,
things happening this month.
yeah, actually, we put some extra pages for this month. So first, a couple of headlines caught our attention recently. So first, Binance offboarded a market maker after it was reviewed and made about $38 million in profit during the Move token listing. Well, that's 100% market manipulation.
Mhm.
And I think around the same time, Mantra token experienced a shocking price collapse of over 90% within just 24 hours. Wow, that's quite a shock. So, what's your take on this, Veronica?
Well, it's on the one hand, it's comforting to see that Binance is trying to protect investors by removing any bad players in market manipulation. But on the other hand, it's quite difficult for investors, especially retail investors, to tell, right, when they are trading on a secondary market. Even though
Yeah.
it's a good maybe it's coming from a good product, it's from a legit team, from a solid foundation. But when it comes to secondary market, it's highly volatile, and sometimes it's you are rug pull, not potentially from the project and maybe from other bad players on the market. So it's really hard to tell. So my
Yeah.
suggestion would always to be very cautious on crypto investing and trading. I always encourage my friends who are trading in crypto to have a safe separation between the fund baskets. Like, don't put all your eggs in one place. Better to put them in different accounts for different purposes. Some for long-term staking and holding, and maybe some very stable and low risk yielding, while a short exposure to a more risky asset category. And this could be a more reasonable and rational and safe options to trade, especially in these very volatile and rocket ups and downs market. Yeah, so it's pretty sad to see people losing money from these trades. Especially, it's really hard to tell who is to be
Mm.
blamed. So it's always a good thing to be cautious when you are trading in crypto.
Yeah. Always remember to do your own research before making investment decision. Just keep wise and keep safe. Okay, let's maybe jump to the next page. So we also notice a worrying trend where hackers are targeting users recently with increasingly sophisticated attacks. There are two cases stood out. So the first, there it says a widely used Bitcoin Python library was compromised, allowing hackers to drain users' wallet by inserting harmful code directly into the library. And also another news says hackers targeted Atomic and Exodus wallet by exploiting vulnerabilities in their software distribution process and injecting malware that could steal private keys. So in both cases, hackers today didn't attack the blockchain itself, but they started to attack the software supply chain. So that I think that's a really new thing, and it just make even more sneaky. So Veronica, anything you'd like to add here?
This is this is pretty sad. So first, to mention that SafePal is not impacted whatsoever from both cases. So for those of you using SafePal wallet, rest assured that your funds are safe. This is pretty important for all of you who are tuning for
Hmm.
this episode. Secondly, yeah, I totally agree with what you just mentioned, that it's becoming more sophisticated, and hackers are not just attacking from an infrastructure layer, but also from supply chain. So for developers, the tools, the open source tools that you are using from GitHub and other open sources could be potentially polluted already from bad actors. So SafePal has been very cautious of using any external codes. We are developing the code base 100% on our own. And we do regular audits, and we make sure that the wallet is open source for the public inspections as well. So luckily, we are not impacted from these, but this indeed give us a late lesson and wake up call for all of the developers who are building stuff, especially in the AI era when developers are having these vibe coding style. They're using AI to code and to build applications and products. Once AI engines is polluted or it adopts any harmful codes from public sources, this could also impact hundreds and thousands of products built from the AI engines or built using these codes. So this is only gonna get worse if we are seeing these situations moving wider. So I think it's a good wake up call for all of the builders, especially those who are building security products like wallet builders. It's pretty serious, and we have to be very cautious not to use any suspicious external codes. Um, like easy to say but hard to do, because it compared to like building every single pieces by your own visas, using leveraging ready to go off the shelf code base. Like sometimes teams could probably choose the later, but it's always good to have double layer of protection regarding open sourcing and also audited, so to make sure that the code base is carefully reviewed, not just by the team but also by external experts. Yeah, so I think this is definitely a good alarm for builders and developers in the space.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a really good point. And another headline we saw was a massive breach where data from over 18 million US crypto user was listed for sale on the dark web. That's that was really scary. And there are also some shocking numbers. According, if you read through the article on the right hand side, according to Certic's latest report, crypto investor lost a total of 1.67 billion to hacks and exploits in just the first quarter of 2025, and just 0.38%, that's less than 1% of stolen funds were returned by hackers, and compared to last quarter's 42%. So I think that's a reflection of how sophisticated the attacks nowadays.
Mhm.
Yeah. Veronica,
I think
any
it's like
comments?
sometimes it's not really coming from the exchanges or platforms being hacked. Sometimes it's because your laptop or your computer is contagious or infected by
Hmm.
viruses. Let's say if you are keying your account details, you're keying your password. If your laptop is compromised already, basically the hacker can get whatever information that you're typing into that device. So, like according to these reports, some exchanges argue that it's not the leakage is that didn't come from the exchange itself, but it came from the devices being hacked, and also monitoring or malicious attempts from browsers as well. So long as you are managing your personal information, so this is not really for Web3, but it's getting worse because Web3 everything is on chain, especially money is on chain. So when you lose something, it's not just about data, it's also about money. So in traditional internet world, we are seeing these data leakage already, like massive scale of data, like for example from Google, from Facebook, we have seen news and headlines like that. This is definitely not something new to internet users. But when it comes to Web3, it simply becomes worse because it's involving with asset holdings on chain, and people are losing real money and real assets holdings. So for this one, I would highly recommend that people consider, like if you are holding a large amount of assets in your wallet, I would strongly recommend that you consider storing some of your assets in safe security offline storage wallet, like a hardware wallet. While for the rest of it, do regular health check for your desktop device and cell phone as well. No harm to install security software to do regular screening and checking. If you are managing crypto from one laptop, always a good idea that you maybe use a separate one for any other online browsing behavior. It's always a good thing to have a double lock. Like me personally, I have two laptops. One is to process crypto related transactions, and for that one I don't really usually download anything. It's just a very clean and very limited selection of software that I have to use, while the other laptop is for work, for general online engagement. Like there will be a lot of browsing, a lot of researching stuff going on. So it's with heavy internet browsing behavior and social network connections. So I use two devices to mitigate that risks, because it's really difficult to run away from internet nowadays. Like it's hard to imagine that you use it with you go with your life without the internet, without Wi-Fi. So I think it's some basic standards that you do regular health check on the device and try to separate them if applicable, and if not, then be very cautious regarding where you are managing the software, and be extra cautious on that one. So and previously in the previous AMA, I have also shared that like be also cautious regarding the typing, the keyboard that you installed into the device. This could also be potential breach points for hackers, like the keyboard and also the browser, the extension that you're installing. This could become potential malware that hack into your device. So yeah, it's when it comes to crypto management, it becomes trickier because it's internet accessible sometimes, the software that you're using. So easy to blame the platforms, hard to blame on yourself. So definitely good to be alerted, definitely good to be more cautious when it comes to managing this, since blockchain is 100% decentralized. Every transaction is irreversible. So that is really different compared to traditional world. It's always good to be extra cautious.
Well, that's really inspiring. Thanks for sharing. Speaks of sophisticated attacks. Recently, Veronica just reshared a very detailed analysis from Gold Plus about a front-running attack on her Twitter. So please go check it. And I had a chance to read it through, and honestly, I was so shocked by how patient nowadays hackers are. So Veronica, do you maybe want to walk us through what happened there and share your thoughts on it?
Yeah, we originally received these reports from one of our user, and it caught our attention. We ran through our database in customer support, and we did notice that there are a couple other cases also reporting similar stuff, which was pretty weird. So we reached out to Go Plus, and asked them, have they ever seen these kind of cases before, and they recognize our concern. They say yes, indeed, this is a pretty new trend that they have witnessed lately. And that's how they drafted the tweets. Very informative. I recommend that all of you can go and check it out. It's also in our official Twitter timeline. You can definitely find it there. We will make sure that it's widely spread in our community to keep everyone alerted. So the basic idea is just that the hackers, they don't rush to rob you of your wallet balance right away when they get control or get access to the funds. Sometimes they will be pretty patient, and try to wait until the perfect timing, to rock and take away the money. So this case that we share on Twitter, it's a very particular case that hackers actually got the wallet authorization through a malicious step about 25 to 30 days ago before they initiate the attack. And when this user was pretty cautious already. This user actually ran through the check and found that there's a still authorization from this step. So this person went ahead and then revoked the smart contract. And weirdly, at the same time, almost the same timestamp, as you can see from the blockchain explorer, another attacker initiated exactly same action and actually outperform or front run the revoke action from the original owner, by paying higher gas fee. So this is shocking to us, and it happens almost at the same time. It means that the hacker must have some kind of monitoring mechanism or techniques in like tracking the latest on-chain behavior of these compromised wallets, and then strike the attack when this user is trying to protect his own assets. So it's a huge pity to see people losing money because of this. And honestly, till this moment, we don't really have a clear clue regarding how we can take this root of this problem away from happening, because obviously the user already gave the connection and the authorization of the wallet to the malicious tab already, like a while ago. It's just that the attack came much later when something happened to the wallet accounts. So from our perspective, we do feel highly obliged to share this with the community so that everyone can be aware. Secondly, we do recommend that you do regular check. We do have tools in the wallet like approval manager that you can regularly check what are the other smart contracts that you have authorized, which you probably forgot about already. You can go through and you can revoke any one of them in single or in bulk, which makes it easier for you to make sure that the wallet is not connected to any malicious steps. And secondly, is that we are trying to gather all of this information, not just from our own database, from user reports, from our own screening process, but also from other security products such as Go Plus, to gather all of these blacklisted data and block users from visiting these malicious links or dap us to make sure that they are safe. So we would have this kind of warning when people try to access some blacklisted dApps. So we do hope to accumulate faster and the more database of this blacklisting dApp and library to make sure that we have a wider range of protection to users. Yeah, so just a good thing to shout out here. I hope all of you can be aware. I think one good thing is that you do regular check. Make sure that you don't keep your wallet connected to some malicious dApps. Second is that make sure that you separate the funds for different purposes. Don't put all your funds in one single account. SafePal does support connecting to multiple accounts. So if you have a hardware wallet, you have a software wallet, you can connect all of them into one single SafePal app without mingling together. You can separate different funds for different purposes. So even in the worst case, one of your wallet accounts got compromised, the rest will remain safe. So this is a pretty simple, but sometimes quite useful techniques if you are an active crypto trader, investor, or DeFi user. Some for long-term holders that would be easier, right? It's just to put them in the cold wallets. We do offer that as well. Or we even have some users going extreme that they only use a SafePal cipher to store the C phrase, and they just give up using any sort of software. So that is a very typical diamond hands that we've seen as well. So depending on what kind of user you are, you can always find suitable ways to protect your funds. But always make sure that you have them separated if you are having one active DeFi wallet and the rest of them probably for long-term storage. I would always recommend to separate them. Yeah.
Thanks for the input. So after hearing all this security incident, it cannot be more important for me to re-emphasize the right way to reach out to us if you need any help. So if you require any assistance, please make sure to open a ticket through our official website. Here is the link. And just go to safepal.com/sitemap and find the customer support tab that you can see on the right-hand side. That's the only dedicated and secure channel for support where your privacy and security are fully protected. And once you submit a ticket, a member of the SafePal support team will get back to you shortly. And just be extra cautious, and because SafePal team member will never ask you to DM them directly or fill out any Google form. So if you see any comments that ask you to, DM them or send to fill in some Google form, they are scammers. They are pure scammers. So keep this in mind. Always use the official support channel. Okay. Now that we covered the recent risk and alert, so let's move on to something a lot more exciting. So the progress we made at SafePal. So April actually has been a big month, not only the safety and
Yeah.
scams alert, but also our progress. So first up, we're very proud to announce that our product chipset has been upgraded to EAL6 Plus. So Veronica, what is EAL6 Plus, and maybe share a little bit how can it benefit like our community and the users?
Yeah, EAL6 Plus is till now the highest standard when it comes to chipsets. For example, if you're using a bank, a Visa card, MasterCard, usually the bank cards are using EAL5 Plus. So EAL6 Plus is the highest security standard when it comes to chipset security grade. So we have upgraded all of our models into an EAL6 Plus chipset to as our promise and commitment for like always up to the world class and the most advanced security standards in asset protection. So this takes us quite a bit of effort in changing all of this because there are some extra developmental works when it comes to the chipset upgrades, but we're happy that we finally make it work. For those of you who have already are using SafePal devices, please rest assured, no alarm here. This doesn't mean that previous EL5 Plus is not so secure enough. It's already the banking grade security chipsets that are also widely used on MasterCard, Visa card, and other financial grade products already. So no security alarm. This is just a regular update. It's just a commitment that we are pursuing an even higher standard for the chipset for in the future as well. So for all of you, these ES6 Plus chipset is already available in the products shipped from our website. So feel free to go ahead if you haven't really tried out our hardware wallet yet. And we did just finish an Easter hunt kind of campaign and promotion, and there will be more coming along the way. So stay tuned and do make sure that you follow us on Twitter. Yeah. So this is a small celebration of ours to celebrate that we are actually making real progress in security nonstop ever since 2018.
Awesome. And okay, so second update is SafePal was also at the Hong Kong Web3 Festival earlier this month. I wasn't there myself, but I received so many amazing photos and videos from the team. So Veronica, for people like me who couldn't make it to the event, could you share a little bit about your experience? For example, like what did SafePal showcase there? Any market insights or fun moments you think worth sharing?
Well, it's a wonderful since we met so many users. Like these people that are holding the wallet there, they actually are users. They came back to buy more. We have we definitely underestimated the passion of the Hong Kong attendees to the Web3 festivals. Like our merge, our products, basically they were all given out and sold out from the conferences. To be honest, like the crowd this year is a little bit less than compared to last year and the year ahead, partially due to the markets, partially due to there are some other conferences going in parallel in Paris and also in other places in the world. So definitely distracted the size of the audience going to Hong Kong. But it's always good to mingle and meet with these people and talk to them and learn about what they are looking for, especially when it comes to crypto wallets. This year, something that is particularly different is that we started serving Chinese market starting last year. So this year is the first year that we actually meet in person after we are fully opened up. And we did meet a lot of Chinese users as well who are using our banking gateway, for example, who gave us comments regarding hardware wallets. We do have also some potential sales partners coming to us asking they would like to be partnering with us in Hong Kong and also in mainland China. So this is definitely encouraging. I also gave a little bit speech of what we've been doing at SafePal on the stage, talking about like changing the world applications. And it was wonderful to share similar viewpoints with other builders on stage. That sometimes it matters when it comes to execution and delivery, other than the storytelling. SafePal is definitely is one of the brands who has been delivering values to the communities since 7 years ago. So we were very proud, and we also feel humble with all of the support from the communities. So yeah, so Hong Kong marks a very exciting stop for us. Met a lot of old friends and saw a lot of new faces and make new friends as well. And most wonderfully, also met our team members there since SIPA is a fully remote team. So sometimes it's rare to meet all of these familiar faces, lovely, cute faces all together. We did enjoy quite a big bite of Hong Kong food. Really missed that. So that is a quite enjoyable moment from the Hong Kong trip. So I think the next one for us would be September in Singapore, the Token 2049. we'll definitely be there. So just making an early broadcast here. If you are ever going to Singapore for Token 1219 event, SafePal has a booth there. Make sure that you drop by. If you are builders, if you are founders, they are looking for partnership with us, drop us a message and let us know. We probably would have some side events and parties thrown in town as well. We share on social media when further news comes. And yeah, we're definitely excited to meet some of you in Singapore down the year.
I think Veronica, you forgot something because we have a Swahili in Token 24 Night Dubai with social value. So I think
Yes.
definitely please drop by.
Yes, please. It's this week happening, like only 2 weeks countdown.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
it's April 30th.
yes, I'm right now
Do
sitting.
check
I'm
our
right now
acts.
literally sitting in an Airbnb in Dubai. So streaming from Dubai, and it's a lovely sunny weather here. It's still late afternoon, so I can still see the late dawn outside. It's beautiful scenery here. So looking forward to meeting all of you. I'll be there, and excited to meet some of you in town in Dubai. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, forgot about that already. Yeah, when it came so close, like.
Okay. So actually during the Hong Kong Web3 Festival, we also debuted something very special, the SafePal mini app on Telegram. So Veronica, do you want to share a bit more what's special about this mini app?
This marks as another footprint of SafePal building full stack of non-custodial wallet for people. So since 2018, we started by building hardware wallets. Later on, we expanded the product lines to mobile wallet, browser extension, and now the Telegram mini app. So it becomes our new touch point to serve users seamlessly on their favorite social app. So our philosophy is that we make sure that all of these wallets built by SafePal, they are secure, they are open source, they are audited, and in the meantime, they are wherever you need it the most. So they are in your cell phone as a mobile app, they are in your favorite browser as a browser extension, and now it has come to your favorite social app on Telegram as a mini app there. So we make sure that the SafePal products are accessible, the most accessible as possible, and also seamless, and also the same level of friendly UX, same as where you're using other SafePal products. So that is our mission, to make it the most accessible wallet for people. So this marks as our brand new footprint in bringing SafePal experience to Telegram. Right now on Telegram, the feature live there is mostly surrounding the banking gateway that we have introduced last year. So this, in hope of bringing and bridging the traditional financial world with the Web3 ecosystem, the banking gateway actually marks a very important step for us to bridge the two ecosystem and bringing it to the town as well. So right now we are also closely in conversation with the town ecosystem builders and foundations and whatnot, in making sure that this wallet can be connected to all of the trending Web3 apps on Telegram and on Tom. And for the banking gateway, we are looking to bring it to support Ton as well. For example, right now, if you are using the fiat on and off ramp feature, it should be supporting Ton as well. So we are trying to bring this most crypto-friendly banking service to Telegram users, to more than 900 million Telegram users, to make sure that this is a world connected to both to crypto and also to crypto-friendly banking services, especially to those who are still in the unbanked regions. So this is a pretty fascinating product. So we are proud to bring it live to Telegram Mini in the first moment. And we are adding more features to that, rest assured. So very excited about that. And we did get positive feedback of this feature already from some of our old users from Tom ecosystem as well. So definitely a very interesting and exciting news.
Okay, so for anyone who hasn't tried the SafePal mini yet, you know what your first tag is after this AMA. Just go check it out. It won't fail you. So, and also, yeah, on top of that, in April, we also upgraded the banking gateway inside the SafePal app. So users can now purchase a much wider range of tokens directly through the app, making the on-ramp process more safe, easy, and convenient. So yeah, Veronica, do you want to share a little bit on it?
This is coming from the user demands because after we have
Hmm.
the banking gateway available in the wallet, we did have a lot of signups already. So from these users, they often ask like, when are we gonna be able to buy other cryptos as well? What about Bitcoin? What about Ethereum? So we built another layer on top that is to allowing people to buy crypto, not just USDC, because previously it's only Arbitron USDC. But right now we are making more options in the buy crypto section from the banking gateway. So that means for all of the fiat currencies that we have supported here, including US dollars, including offshore CNH, and also Swiss franc, and also Europe. For these four fiat currencies, you can straight buy crypto as listed as shown here already in the lowest cost. So this is something that I personally feel very excited about since I'm also this bank user. I have my own accounts opened up there already, and I did top up for my regular expenses in an offline when buying coffee, buying breakfast. So this is indeed a very, very useful feature. I have also actively been promoting this to some of my know me friends. Like I tell them that right now you already can buy Bitcoin in the easiest way, since you have your US dollar accounts connected to the Swiss bank. You can now buy crypto in the most frictionless way. So this is something that also got the whole team excited. We definitely add some more on top of that. Yeah. So just sharing this great news across the community and to all of you who are tuning in for this episode as well.
Great. We also enhanced the swap experience. So
Yeah.
this upgrade means now you can, if you want to swap for a specific token, you can simply just paste the token contract address and find it right away. So not only the tokens listed on SafePal, but anything you want. So Veronica, want to
Yeah, this make
do
simply
anything?
make sure that you can locate your favorite token in the shortest way. Like sometimes tokens are
Hmm.
like multi-chain, and there are a lot of tokens even sharing the same name. By using the contract address, you can nail down, you can pinpoint your favorite token just in a snap, which makes it super easier to use. So like this is a new UX update from the SafePal swap, which is the most favorite feature among the community. So excited to share this. We keep like improving these minor nitty gritty details in the UX to make it easier and easier to use from a day-to-day basis. Yeah. Good to see improvements
Great.
over the time. Yeah, this is this is a regular delivery, right? This is a small thing, but all of these small things
We have
accumulate.
upgrade every week. Every week's coming.
Yeah, it's like Capybara here knows better because she has been arranging all the content pipeline. Like every once in a while, she receive update from the product team saying that there's another new updates, another new update. So
Yeah,
social media
another new
section always
update.
quite busy, occupied because of that.
All right. Thanks so much, Veronica. I think that just wraps up the update from SafePal. It's been great hearing your perspective. Thanks so much, and yeah, thanks for joining us. I will just let you go for
Oh
now.
yeah,
So
okay,
see you
okay.
next.
Stay safe, everyone. Yeah, good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, without further ado, let me step down so that we can introduce the important
yeah.
guests
So we
from.
can have our guests coming.
Okay, thank
See
you. Oh,
you,
good. See
Veronica.
you.
See you next month. Okay, so I know many of you are excited because it's time for something even more special. We are thrilled to have two amazing guests joining us today to share their projects and some fresh updates. So now let's kick off the guest AMA session. So our first guest today, hi Nina. So our first guest today is from Viction, a people-centric layer one blockchain that focuses on delivering zero gas transaction and patent security for users. So representing Viction, we have Nina. Welcome.
Hi,
She's the
thank
lead
you.
of ecosystem growth for the team. Maybe
Yeah,
could you
thank you.
start by okay, so could you maybe start by sharing a little bit about yourself, your role, and what Viction is all about?
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for the warm introduction. And by the way, thanks. Firstly, I want to thanks Sao to inviting us in this thrilling community call and get to know the community of Sao better. I have really enjoyed the whole community call so far with really the vibe of building better user experience for users and delivery. So fully respect you guys on that. Okay. I
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, so about me, Nina, ecosystem growth vision. I have been working on 98 ecosystem for over 4 years so far, and really thrilling for the potential of Web3 and the all about the builder vibe that got me stick so far in this market. And about Vision is basically layer one blockchain that empowers builders at every level, provides both foundation and enhancement are necessary for the project to achieve stability and soar to their higher selves. Our vision is to create a collaborative world where humanity flourishes, and mission to accelerate builders with tailored and holistic guidance. Yeah, next slide, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and a little bit background of us. The blockchain was founded in 2017, so basically it's not completely a new chain. Its mainnet was in 2018, and the native token with Tomo ticker was listed on Binance as well in 2019. And in 2023, 98 got a strategic investment in Tomo Chain and then rebranded it to Viction. And following that, the token ticker was changed from Tomo to VIC as well. And growing traction for blockchain itself is kind of hard, considering bunch of layer
Yeah,
one, layer
definitely.
two, and layer three in the market right now. And growing traction for an already established and launched token requires much more effort. So inheriting the base from the farm team and the resources from the ecosystem, we started to build the traction from the ground up, including but not limited to rebranding with new comedic vision, then the supply increasing proposal approved by the community, and then with the very first season of retro drop with more than $1 million worth of Vision token to the communities for the OGs that support Vision from the day one, and then with collaboration with top tier partners in the market like Five Blocks, Nansen, Dune, Third Web, Masari, to name a few, for enhanced tools and infrastructure so that our builders can easily build on Vision with everything set up. And then with many builders onboarded like Tether and WSPN for stablecoins, or Rabbit Swap, Starship Diffusion for finance, or World of TPNs, Eternals, or uh, Dagora for game and IP. So step by step, Vision has gained a lot of traction since 2023, especially in last month with 11th position in terms of daily active users across layer one blockchains, and top 8 weekly gainers in terms of monthly active users, which makes Vision the fastest growing layer one in terms of daily active users, and that equals to a 130% in the last 30 days, according to the data provided by Token Terminal. And we are really excited about this start and expect to grow more in this to come.
Wow. Thank you for the introduction, Nina. So personally, I really love like you mentioned, how Victions empowers builder at every level. Maybe because I'm not from a tech background, So I really appreciate your efforts, your team's effort to create an inclusive and collaborative ecosystem. That's really great. So now we have a few questions for you. But of course, feel free to answer them in your way. My first question would be: with so many layer ones out there, what would you say, for example, like truly differentiate Victions from the others?
Mm, yeah, sure. I would say Vision is kind of young, blockchain, but dynamic.
Hmm.
We really focus on ownership for both builders and users. For builders, we provide them holistic support, seamless integration. So that means together with technical and both technical and business advices for them to continue owning and building their projects at higher levels. And for users, we set up a new economy of DApps where they can benefit not only functional benefits like NFT marketplace, digital solutions, DeFi, but also a sense of belonging uh, to belonging to the project's tokens and construct the project together with the builders. And besides of that, uh, one of the important item in the Vision ecosystem is the zero gas technology, which allows developers to sponsor the gas for users. So you can imagine that when you come to an application with zero gas technology, users can send, swap, and do some on-chain transaction without paying the gas at all, and it would create like much better like onboarding experience for users. And what we have been working so far has proven that we are on the right track with some really good initial traction, as I shared previously.
Okay, really good to hear that. I think everyone loves zero fee. So thanks so much for sharing. So now for our second question. So some of you in the SafePal community might have already noticed that SafePal recently integrated Viction support. So from your perspective, Nina, so what benefits do you hope this integration can bring to both the Viction and SafePal communities? And are there probably any projects or initiative within the Viction system that you want to recommend out to our users to check out?
Yeah, definitely. I personally really excited about our collaboration since from back then, from the beginning that I joined Web3. I already know that SafePal has been always like a top wallet for like users to enter the Web3. And so when we have this chance to collaborate together, I'm really excited about it. And on the way to get Web3 mass adoption, I believe that user experience is the key. And that is the thing that we always bear in mind. And with the integration of Vision in to SafePal, both software and hardware wallet, users on Vision will have more choice for their asset management and skin in the game. And on the other hand, 20 million users of SafePal will be able to access the opportunities on Vision and join our dynamic community in governance activities or passive income from staking Vic on Diffusion or Launchpad as on Starship, DeFi as on Rabbit Swap, on-chain fandom on Dagora, or entertainment while earning as on Eternals or World of Champions games.
Well, thanks for sharing that. User experience is always the key. I'm sure a lot of our community members today will be excited to explore more. And yeah, let's maybe move on to our last question. So, Usually, the last question we also ask about the project's future developments. So, are there any upcoming milestone in Viction roadmap that you can share today?
Oh yeah, sure. Definitely. Actually, we have strong belief and commitment in this Web3 spaces, and we do believe there will be more like potential unlocks in the future that get Web3 closer to daily users. And one of the things actually Vision is for every builder and for every sector to thrive in Web3. But one of the things that we could see like promising in Vision in the upcoming time will like Vision will enable ownership economy through tokenization. As you can see, recently on Vision ecosystem, there are quite a lot of project token launch, like Rabbit token of Rabbit Swap DEX, or Star token, the very first meme coin on Vision, and many more like data of Dagora NFT Marketplace, or TEF token from Diffusion's staking platform. uh, Actually, we saw that this is not a trend of just tokenization. In each tokenomics of the projects, there always be like considerate talks and plans to bootstrap the projects at higher levels and create more ways for the on-chain users to engage with the projects. And yeah, I believe there will be more to come, and Vision citizens together with builders will actually own their on-chain experiences.
Wow. So you guys definitely cooking something big. So thank you so much, Nina. So everything you shared today is really interesting, inspiring. Just great to know more about Viction. Before we move on, actually, Nina, is there anything else you like to say to the SafePal community before we wrap up?
Yeah,
Like, we still have one page.
yeah, actually, this if you like we are really excited to collaborate more with SafePal and bring more like interesting experience towards SafePal community. So if you guys are builders, or if you guys are users want to explore more about Vision and join our dynamic ecosystem, feel free to reach out to me through X, my X handle, or with the information provided in the slide on the screen. We will be like really happy to have you guys on board in our ecosystem.
Thanks so much. All right, Nina, thanks for joining us today. Now, maybe let's move on to our next speaker. And we're looking forward to more collaboration with Fiction in the
Yeah,
future.
thank you. Yeah,
Okay,
thank
have a
you.
good night. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Okay, let's welcome our next speaker. Our second guest today is from Monad Foundation, the new layer 1 blockchain that's setting out to rival Ethereum and Solana. And representing Monad, we have Edwin. Edwin, can you hear me? Who leads APAC ecosystem growth for the team. So good Monad, Edwin.
Hello, Jimone.
Hello.
Hi, can you guys hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, sure, clearly. Could
Great.
you maybe start by telling us a little bit about yourself, your role, and what Mona is all about?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, before that, I think thank you, SafePal, for giving me this opportunity to be here, and also Veronica, Ash, and Dada as well. So I think just a bit about myself first. I think the previous slide. So I'm part of Monet Foundation's APEC ecosystem team. So I look at a couple of verticals: consumer, infrastructure, payments, as well as gaming sector. So that's why SafePal falls under my category as well. So I'm taking care of them, helping them with the integration, and also subsequently taking care of them as well. Before Monet, I was with GSR, one of the largest market makers in the firm, in the crypto space for the past 3 years. So I spent quite a bit of time on the go-to-market side of things for projects, helping them on exchange, on listings side of things as well. And then before that was in banking. So yeah, that's a bit about myself. Maybe I can share more about like Monet. So for those that don't already know, we are currently on testnet phase at the moment. So Monet testnet actually started on February 19th. So we are in testnet for about 2.5 months right now. I must say the testnet phase has been quite crazy. A lot has happened over the span, within a span of like 2 months. As you can see over there, we are closing in on like 1.2 billion transactions so far on testnet. We have 17 million unique contracts that have deployed. We have a very decentralized validator set, 72 validators at the moment, and we are going to expand this number as we move closer to mainnet. And lastly, we actually have a very vibrant ecosystem. So right now we have more than 230 projects that have deployed on Monet testnet right now. So this spans from infra projects to like different DApps, from consumer, from gaming, AI, DePIN, to DeFi side of things. So we do have a very vibrant ecosystem over here. And yeah, maybe I can share a bit more about Monet in the next slide. So just for you guys to have a high level understanding as well. Um, Ash, the next slides, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, the previous slide.
What
Yes.
is Monad?
Yes, so for those that don't know, Monet, we are a fully EVM compatible L1. What this means is that we've been building for about 2 to 3 years right now. So we actually started building this entire layer one chain from ground up with a couple of like different innovations, which I will explain in the next slide. But building it ground up, a layer one but fully EVM compatible chain. What it means is that if your developers or engineers that have been building on EVM tech stack, Solidity or any EVM chains like Base, Arbitrum, Optimism, they can easily port over their entire tech stack, whatever that they have done onto Monet easily. I wouldn't say it will be fast for them to actually port over here, but then once you come over to the Monet world, you will experience really high unparalleled performance. In terms of performance, we are looking at 10,000 transactions per second, and also 1 billion gas per second. So to give you guys just some context over here, Ethereum is currently at around 20 transactions per second, and we are at 10,000 transactions per second. Solana, Aptos, they are at around maybe 1 to 2,000 transactions per second. So our scale is multiple times faster, but while maintaining EVM compatibility. And another more accurate measure is actually gas per second, gas consumption. So for those that don't know, we can actually do a lot of simple transactions. I can transfer you tokens, and that is one transaction per second. So we can actually arbitrarily bring up the number to 13, 14, 15,000 simple transactions per second. But the more accurate measure is actually gas per second. So here we are aiming to be at 1 billion gas per second by mainnet. Currently at testnet, we are at 300 million gas per second. Same thing, some comparison. Ethereum's gas per second is at 1.25 million, and then base is somewhere around 26 million. So we are many magnitudes faster. That also means, for example, a typical like Uniswap V3 transaction, it takes about 140K gas. So we can already process around 2,000 swaps at the same time, complex swaps at the same time right now. And then come in that we can probably process around 6,000 of that. So that is the scale and throughput that we have. Yeah, so that's a bit about like Monet and how we done this in terms of like innovation. I think it can be broken down into 4 different things on the next slide. And I just briefly touch on this. If not, it gets too technical. So For the first part, it's Monet BFT basically is an advanced consensus mechanism that we have built from ground up. So that's the first part. Second part is asynchronous execution. So Ethereum actually has like 12-second block time. We are actually looking at 0.5-second block time, and we are decoupling consensus as well as execution. So we are breaking it up. That's why it's asynchronous execution. We are lining it up consensus first, and then the next block will do like the execution layer. So that's the second innovation. And then the third part is parallel execution. Um, Today, most of the transactions are done like linearly ordered and also like in a serial number. If your transaction comes first, you are number one, and then followed by number two, three, four. But what we aim to do is actually parallel execution, meaning to say, I think simply put, if your transaction and mine are independent of each other, A sending tokens to B and then C sending tokens to D, these two transactions are independent. These should be able to be executed parallelly. We don't need to line it up linearly because they are independent. So this is another innovation. And then the last part would be MonetDB, which is our optimized state storage database. So these are the four different innovations that we have done to make this like new layer one chain. So yeah, that's a little bit about like Monet. Happy to share more about where we are in terms of like the community, the traction, and any other things that you would like to know.
Well, really fascinating to hear that. It's always excited to learn about different approaches and innovations happening at layer one. I think that's the most exciting part. So, yeah, I know Mona has been expanding its ecosystem rapidly, and Mona Madness has been become such a phenomenon every year. So recently, also we all know SafePal also integrated with Mona Testnet. So maybe introduce a little bit about the traction you have seen so far, and for example, do you have any messages for new users coming from the SafePal community, or any recommendations for exploring Mona ecosystem?
Very good question, Ash. I think to be honest, we don't keep track of like individual DApp. Maybe you might have some answer from your side, because right now I think we have 20 over million unique wallet addresses, and I think this number is increasing like every day in terms of traction. So from a particular DApp that has integrated, like you guys have integrated, I think last week, we don't have a number. I can try to dig out the number and let you guys know. But yeah, in terms of in general, the traction, as you can see in the couple of slides ago, we are really killing it in terms of like the testnet side of things.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. It's clearly that Mona is really building something powerful. So yeah, now let's maybe move down to our final question. And I think the same as what I asked Nina just maybe a few minutes ago. So what's next is about Mona. So what will be your main focus over the next few months? So what can we expect? What can the community expect?
I think maybe just to answer the question for the community, I think a lot of you would be thinking when is Monet mainnet. I can only tell you guys that we are aiming for by this year. So this is as much as I can share. So we're looking to
Okay.
launch this year. And then in terms of like what's next for us, just to answer your question, from a top-down perspective. So um, on the infra side of things, we actually got a lot of the mission critical infra providers already lined up and signed. But of course, there's always work to do. There's always more infra providers that we want to nail down. So working on that, that's one. On the ecosystem side of things, as I mentioned, we have like more than 230 projects, which means that within each vertical, there are a lot of projects that are already here. What we aim to do is to actually bring up the quality curve of each of the project by helping the existing projects and also by bringing on stronger projects. So you will probably see more and more projects coming on to Monet and more good quality projects coming out of it as well. So that will be our focus from now till mainnet and of course beyond that. And then another piece in parallel would be on real world applications, on enterprises, on Web2 partnerships that we will also be focusing a lot more on. Because admittedly, over the past 2 years, we have been focusing a lot on the crypto side of things. Right now, we want to also tackle the other side of the equation as well. So I think a couple of things that we are working on towards mainnet and beyond. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Edwin. Really appreciate the valuable insight you brought to the community today. So before we move on, Edwin, is there anything else you'd like to share or add?
Um,
I oh, you still add this partnership slide.
yes, I mean, I'm glad that we get to partner together. It's a pleasure
Mm-hmm.
and an honor here. So, I mean, SafePal, you guys have like 20 million community, and I'm sure many of them will benefit from easily using Monet through SafePal. And same for our community, you guys have one more non-custodial wallet options for you guys to actually store your assets. So yeah, happy using Monet. Yeah, I think just for the entire community, feel free to drop by our Twitter account, Monet_XYZ. From there, you will get links to our testnet landing page, and you can see a list of like vibrant ecosystem projects for you guys to try out. So just have fun. If you have any questions or any feedback, be it good or bad, feel free to drop me a PM as well. We would love to hear either side of the story. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Edwin from Monad Foundation. Thanks so much. Yeah, I think that will be the last question, right? So thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, everything's just amazing. We hope for more collaboration potentials in the future, and we hope Monad Foundation can, become more successful in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ash. Thank you,
Have a
everyone, as
good
well.
night. Thank
Good night,
you.
guys.
Good night. Well, I think that will wrap up the whole day. So thanks so much. Thanks to everyone for joining us today. And just a big thanks to Veronica, Nina, and Edwin for sharing their time, projects, and their insights with the SafePal family. So if you know any interesting crypto project that you think SafePal should collaborate with, don't hesitate to leave a comment below and let us know. Make sure also, yeah, make sure to download and follow SafePal if you haven't already. And also check out our SafePal Mini. We will see you until next month. So stay safe, and that will be today. Bye, everyone.